Hello everybody, and today I'm right in the centre of Accrington and right in the centre of Lancashire Industrial Revolution, and there's still quite a lot of mills left today which are used as offices. And behind me is Skatecliff Mill, which is used by the council, and it was built in 1850 by John and Jonathan Ormerod, which is why you've got Ormerod Street. And as you can see, it's a huge building which produced and manufactured yards and yards of raw cotton and supplied the industry of Accrington and many areas. It was a cotton and weaving mill, and John and Jonathan Ormerod were cotton manufacturers, and it was a spinning and weaving mill which unfortunately became closed by the 1970s by the cotton famine. Now in 1871 it was purchased by Thomas Haworth of Haworth Park, and he did a lot of cotton spinning and manufacturing, and he extended it in 1875, and it contained a 36-inch condensing cylinder engine which by the 1880 it had 375 looms and employed 209 people. But later, by the 1930s, it was closed and purchased by Howard and Bulloughs, and Howard and Bulloughs used it as the works canteen. But behind me, as you can see, this huge mill, which is still preserved today, has 3 floors of 12 windows. Later, in the 1980s, it was manufacturing household mops by a company called H.Mops, and they ceased trading in 1984. But by the 1990s it became a snooker hall and contained about 23 snooker tables. The company was called Riley's, and I frequented it very often with some of my friends, and it was a very successful snooker hall. But by the 2000s it was closed and purchased by HYNDBURN Council, but it's been restored to this fine example and preserved today and used by the HYNDBURN Council, which I've decorated it with some of my photographs. But this site is right in the centre of the Lancashire Industrial Revolution, and it was a hive of activity. And as I showed you earlier, the railway site was huge across this side, and which helped transport quite a lot of the products. So it was quite a busy site. It was wall to wall with mills. They produced fine garments and cotton. Thank you.